Welcome back, chats. We're back with another live, guys. Today we're going to be talking about some transfer rumors and as well sliding some other football conversations that we want to have on this live. But you guys, well, welcome back to another live stream. It's Sunday, man. Can't wait for the week to start. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. United are thinking of signing Calvert Lewin from Everton. There's
Bad
lots of
idea.
talks about United and the striker that they're thinking about
Bad
signing.
idea.
They've been linked
Bad
to people
idea.
so far, apart from Calvert Lewin. They've been linked to Ekiteke, they've been linked to Gyokores at some point. They're linked to
Like
there was one other person they were linked to, I feel, but now they're linked to Dominic Calvert
how
Lewin.
how have the mighty fallen? Covers. No wrongdoings or no pun intended, right? But
Yeah,
Calvert Lewin to Man
yeah,
U.
yeah. You think
They
that's
can't
bad?
do they can't do better than that.
But they're
That's
thinking
bad.
about you. You have to look at the
That's
position
bad.
that United are in right now. They're not thinking
That's
about
bad. That's
superstars or
bad.
big names. They're thinking
Yeah.
about Premier League proven stars because they've tried people
What
from other
how many
leagues,
how
but they've not
many
done well
goals
coming in.
how many goals did Calvert Lewin even score in Everton? He's not done well in Everton. He's not. And half of the time, he's injured,
Mm-hmm.
right? So why are we talking about him? I
So you
don't even
think
see the reason why we're talking. Yes, it shouldn't be even be up for discussion,
okay,
right?
okay,
Why
yeah.
Calvert Lewin? They can do better than that. Ah, God.
Okay,
Well,
cool. I
yeah,
think
they
it's
can
I
do they
think
can
it's
do better than Calvert Lewin. Man, you can do better than that. Come on. It's
okay.
sad. It's
Fair,
really
fair,
sad.
fair.
Yeah.
Arsenal and Sporting Lisbon have finally settled upon a transfer fee for Victor Gyokores. I feel like all parties now, from both sides, have finally
Enemies,
agreed on a good.
enemies are not happy with this announcement. Enemies
Like
around the
who? Like
world
who
are
is not
not happy.
happy? No,
Like
this is
Liverpool fans, like Chelsea fans,
no.
everybody is not happy.
Honestly
But we
speaking,
we've been saying they should sign Gyökeres.
exactly. I don't feel any type of way about them signing Gyökeres. I feel like this is
Yeah,
good because all this
yeah,
time we've been giving them an excuse that they don't have a striker. At some point,
mm.
remember, 2 seasons ago, we said the keeper was bad. They changed the keeper.
They changed the keeper.
And then they said they didn't have defensive depth when
Yep,
Saliba went
yep.
on injury,
Was
and
injury. Now they brought in more
then they
defense
brought in more defensive depth into the
cover.
team.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
the excuse from last season is they drew a lot of games because some games they just could not
yeah.
get over the line. They needed a striker, and now they have a striker. So there's no excuse for Arsenal to not be winning a trophy. There's no excuse. I seen Chelsea fans say Arsenal got Gyökeres and Chelsea fans sign British Bulldog with the lap. Bro,
There can only be one Gala dog that we've had.
bro.
Galaga, that's all.
But
But I think fair enough. To be honest,
mhm,
Gyökeres never Chelsea were never interested in Gyökeres.
yeah,
Gyökeres was never interested in coming to Chelsea,
you think
right?
so?
If he had interest, he even took the rumors that the 5-year contract they gave him, he took a pay cut. I don't know how true that is.
Just to come to Arsenal.
Yes.
That must have been a dream come true for him then to want to come to
Yeah,
Arsenal.
so that's it. And for him to hold out, and I felt
Mhm.
like his former coach was Amorin, right?
Yeah.
But now for Man
That's
U now
exactly
to
how
be
I
going,
feel. They lost out.
yeah,
And now
for
they're
Man
rumored
U
to be
to be
going for
going to
Calvert
Calvert
Lewin.
Lewin,
Mhm.
that's bad, man. That's bad,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
It's bad.
I just
It's
remember the
bad.
striker that Man U were linked to again.
Oh,
Aside of the strikers I called, they were also linked to
yeah.
Oli Watkins. So if you think about
What
Oli
Watkins
Watkins,
is
think about
better
Calvert
than
Lewin.
what is better than Calvert Lewin.
The mindset is just sign Premier League proven. It's not really
No,
about.
Calvert Lewin is not even Premier League. What has he done? I don't know. People should help me. What has Calvert Lewin done?
But when you look at Man U's
He's
position with having Zexi and Rasmus Højlund, Calvert Lewin will look like your next best option when you think about building depth in that striker position. I'm not for
oh,
Calvert Lewin, but Calvert Lewin as a squad striker on your team is not too bad. If you don't go
he's
for a
not
heavy
even
hitter,
he's not even good. If they were looking for a striker, right, they could have even like if it's that bad, like they are so desperate,
yeah,
you can even go and buy Kudus. Kudus can play as a striker.
Nah, but
But if you are
think about the front
if
three of
an
Mbomo, Cunha, and Calvert Lewin. That's not too bad.
Calvert Lewin is not a good finisher. He's not a good. Jackson is better than Calvert Lewin, 100%.
Mm.
100%. Jackson is better than Calvert Lewin.
So they should have come for
Do you
Nicolas
get?
Jackson.
Nicolas Jackson is a better option than him, right? He's a better option. I'm serious. I'm not as if I'm trying to mock Man U or anything, but
Mm-hmm.
Nicolas Jackson is better than Calvert Lewin. Nicolas Jackson has spent 2 seasons and has
Yeah.
averaged at least 12 goals or 13 goals in those 2 seasons. Calvert
Mm-hmm.
Lewin has been in the Premier League since when we've known him. How many goals does he score each year?
Okay, let's pull up
Does
Calvert
he?
Lewin.
Yes, he doesn't even score up to hardly if he scores 10 goals. I don't think. I don't even think. But let's just check. You can check it. But
Yeah, that's what
Calvert
I'm
Lewin has
checking.
done. He's done nothing. The only thing he does is to get injured and miss chances. And the
Mm.
chances this guy misses, horrific, horrific. And his
Okay.
injuries, another thing.
Last season, yeah. Last season he played 26 games. He had 3 goals and 1 assist.
Imagine 26.
This is
Seriously. Wait, is it 26 games in all competition or 26
you know,
Premier League games?
competitions.
No. So just look at it. In a
Yeah,
possible whatever amount of games that
yeah,
the brother could have, maybe 40 games. Let's just say 40 games or
yeah.
45 games,
Mm-hmm.
right? Brother missed out on close to how many?
And
It- we-
season before that, he played 39 games. He scored
yeah,
nine. He scored 9 goals
yeah.
and had 3 assists in all competitions.
So
And
are
in
you
a Premier League season of 32, he scored
mm,
7.
Jackson is 200% better than Calvert Lewin.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
He's
three
younger.
326, bro.
Yes, he's younger. He's younger. He's faster. He's
Yeah.
better at finishing. He's more
Mm-hmm.
Premier League proven. Oh, I know the whole world complains about
Yeah,
Jackson, but look at
exactly.
it this way: running behind.
Yeah,
Exactly. Rodri as a DM scores more
scores
goals than
more,
him.
scores more goals, bro. Scores more goals.
Cucurella as a defender scored more goals than him.
Yeah,
Cucurella has 7 goals last
100%.
season.
100%.
So
100%.
what are we saying? Rice has more
Mhm.
goals than yeah, SSB, thank you. Rice has more goals than so I don't who the heck brought is I just hope this is just a smoke screen
I don't know
to
think
make
the
Man
smoke
U
screen, but it's the Sun that is reporting this. The Sun.
oh
The Sun will
God.
not be lying about that, right? They will not
They
be lying
won't,
about
they
that.
won't. They are legit.
VVD, yeah,
They
VVD
have
probably has more header goals than him, bro. But okay, you guys, I know I'm playing a little bit of the devil's advocate in this deal, but what if Lewin is just not in a team that is supplying him with the chances
don't even tell me that. Please don't bring that up.
and the
Don't
ball
even
to score, bro?
Calvert Lewin is not good. He's not a good
Okay,
striker.
okay.
He's not.
Yeah.
And we can even say, oh, he's part of the traditional nines remaining. For crying out loud, brother,
Yeah.
use any other.
Why is it
See,
that
what is
United don't want to go for that Dortmund striker, Gurasi? Do you guys know the guy I'm talking
Girassi
about?
is yes, the
Why why
Senegalese
why is no
striker,
one
right?
why is no one going for
Yes,
Gurasi? Like nobody talks about him enough.
Girassi will
Yeah,
do a
Lewin,
better
yeah,
job than him.
yeah.
Even in the SSB in the championship,
Mm-hmm.
Calvert Lewin is not even good enough for championship as he is.
I'm sure
I
there are
don't
some
even think because
championship
in
strikers that will be scoring
championship,
more goals.
what are you telling me that banging goals?
Mm-hmm.
He's anyways,
Okay.
let's move on. This news just
Anyways,
it made me sad. It made me sad when I saw it. I would just I'm not a Man U fan, but I just became
exactly.
sad.
Gurasi,
Like
Gurasi would be good for Man U. I'm telling you, especially with the
exactly.
way they are trying to, with the way
Build something,
Amorim is trying to set up his guys. You want to get someone like Gurasi, pay him with Cunha,
and
Mbuemo.
he
Now
will
that's
not
a
be
team that will
expensive.
finish top six for sure.
He will not be expensive. The only thing is that you probably exactly
Yeah,
Jonathan David was on a free, but will he go
yeah.
to Man U?
I don't think so.
Exactly. But the
I
thing is
don't
that
think
if
so.
Man U pay good salary, they will come.
Yeah,
They will
because Man
come.
U they still have that pool. They still have
Yes,
that pool.
Gurasi obviously is sending. He needs money. Money is very important, right? Any player, money is important.
Man U is slowly
You
looking
pay.
like a mid-table team. United are
Oh
not serious.
God,
That's
it's
another
bad. It's
season
bad.
gone. Yeah.
It's bad. It's
Actually,
bad.
we talk a lot about how
Do you know
Arsenal is moving in this transfer window, but surprisingly,
how
Arsenal they've still been moving. There's still some progress.
we,
But
we've
Man
been
U, I
critical of
don't really
Arsenal?
know. This Umbuemo deal has been on for how long now? I don't even know if
Have they
Umbuemo
not
is a,
signed? Have they not signed him?
I don't know if Umbuemo is a here we go. I've not seen anything
It's
saying
not.
Umbuemo is a
It's
here we
not.
go.
I don't
Because
think
the
so.
last time I reported on Umbuemo was going for 65 million pounds, which
Million.
was what
Yeah.
which was what Brentford decided to move the money to from 62.5 million pounds. So at this
Yeah.
point, Man United, we don't really know who they are signing and who's going to be in or out. So
The thing that baffles me. 2 years ago, let me tell you some history. I like to say some history. Two
yeah,
years ago, Chelsea and
mhm.
Man U were mud brothers. We were
Yes,
mud brothers. I said we're in the mud.
hundred
The two
percent.
clubs, the two clubs were in the mud. We're mud brothers. But now, at least Chelsea packaged themselves from a mess of a season. They
Yeah.
packaged. Now, at least we say we're diamond in the rough. We got a trophy. Come on, come
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Now
Celebrate
it
your
feels like
conference league.
yeah, it feels like I'm in the semi-final of the Club World Cup. AB will
Okay.
back me up. The finances that come with that, or
Fair.
people will back me up. But at the
Fair.
same time, man, you just
There's
feels
been
like
some good investments. You guys have
yes,
had,
it feels like
yeah.
we
You've
signed.
had your bad spells, but it's still
The
been
three
some good
people we've
investments.
signed are
Hmm.
upgrades on what we even currently have.
Yeah.
But it feels like man, they are still digging themselves in this same mud.
But let's see. Maybe Calvert Lewin might not be, might just be a smoke screen, might not be true,
I
might just be
hope, I
rumors.
hope, I
Might just
hope.
be rumors. It says Bruno should
Let's
have been sold. You think so? You really think Bruno
no
should have been
that
sold?
man, you
You refuse
refuse
to
to
let
let
go
go.
of the older players.
The culture won't change with
Yeah.
those guys
If you
there.
don't let the
The
older
older people
players go and
there,
bring in some
yeah,
of the young guys.
better mindsets.
Yeah, but anyways, Arsenal in a very strong position now to sign Noni Madueke. They seem
Yeah,
to have a very strong interest in signing
yes,
him. So it's looking like
yeah.
that deal will keep on progressing
And
for
Chelsea is
Noni.
demanding 50 million for him,
Mm-hmm.
which
50
I told you.
million.
Yes, which
Really?
is
That's interesting.
yeah.
Despite Newcastle's willingness to let go of Livramento, City are
Mm.
really interested in signing Livramento and they are putting forward a fee of 80 million pounds for him.
What?
I feel like
That's good.
Manchester,
That's a good
I feel
one.
like Pep is not joking when it comes to wanting the right people in that fullback position. He has seen
It's
it.
good.
He has seen that
It's good. Livermento is
He has seen the way Luis Enrique is playing with PSG, and he has clocked it. Okay, the world we're moving into an era of attacking wing backs.
and play people in the right position. Stop all this
Moving into an era of
nonsense.
attacking wing backs, where your wing backs
Yeah.
can really make a difference and change the game. But we'll see how that progresses. But it depends. It depends on how things move.
Mm.
But yeah, there are talks that Liverpool are in the market to sign a midfielder from Feyenoord, Orkun Korku. I've never heard of this
Never heard
player
of him.
before. I've never heard of him
Never heard of
before.
him.
But it's seeming like Arne Slot is thinking about signing this guy. I don't
A
know, but
midfielder.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know
You
if he
guys, that
plays
means you
as a.
guys will let Elliot go.
There were talks that Elliot was going to be sold, but I don't know how true that would be.
And
But
is
we're
it from
thinking of
Feyenoord? From
this
Feyenoord.
player is from Feyenoord, yeah.
That's
We
his
are thinking
former
of
club.
that's
Is
his
his
former club,
former
yeah, from Feyenoord, yeah. Yeah, but there are interest from United, from Spurs, from Inter
mm.
as well for him. He's going for 34.5 million pounds. I don't know who this guy is. Let me actually look him up.
Okay, check.
Orkun.
AB is saying that thank God Chelsea never sold it to Ratcliffe. He almost got yes. Ratcliffe is let me not say I don't want to say Ratcliffe is a scam, but how
He's
can you
a
say
scam.
oh
Why you not saying it?
how can you
He's a scam.
how can you say I indirectly said it? How can you say you're a Chelsea fan, you had
Yeah.
season ticket, whatever, you want to buy the club, then
Mm-hmm.
suddenly you go to go and buy Man U. Like who fan of which club are you fan of?
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Mm-hmm.
an inside man or what? Or is it
Mm-hmm.
just the money? Comes in, sacks everybody. In fact, we complain. Chelsea fans are critical of Clearly Capital. But
Mm-hmm.
Clearly Capital have done better than what Jim Ratcliffe and his Ineos have done at United.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They've done
Yeah.
better.
They have.
They've
They
done
have.
better.
Even though
Right?
there was this like bad spell they had on that thought bully where you guys were signing like
Yeah.
making these weird
Scraps.
decisions, in the transfer
Scraps.
market. It seems like you
Yeah.
guys have changed your strategy moving forward and
Yeah.
re-strategized in a direction where it's looking like in the next couple years, 5, 6 years from now, you guys will be getting a lot of ROI on the investments that you guys are making right now. Because some of the guys
Yeah,
that you
yeah,
guys have
yeah.
signed will get older, go come into their prime almost at the same time. You might still sell some guys and buy some guys, but
We don't mind
at the end of the
selling.
day,
Yes.
the price at
Yeah.
which you sell some of these guys will still be very decent, because these are players that will
Exactly.
be coming into their prime as at the time you'll be
Yeah.
looking to
Yeah.
sell them.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
think of Real Madrid coming for somebody like Caicedo, right? Let's say Real Madrid comes
Um,
for Caicedo.
at
How much
at
would
least
that be?
at least 150.
Exactly. To be
We're
to
not
be
even
expensive.
we're not even joking with them.
Yeah,
No
American
jokes.
and British owners
150.
don't have liquid cash. It's like the Russian, Arab, and other country owners have the assets, the liquid cash and stuff before they buy the club. Anglo owners do opposite. Yeah, it seems like the
True.
Arab guys, they already have the money. They're willing to splash. They're willing to spend, and
Yeah.
they don't hesitate when it comes to spending. But it also seems like they find a way to make that money back. It's almost like they throw the money into the club, but they still get the
Yeah.
benefits back, because some of the clubs
Back.
we see them, you see some of these Arab owners own those clubs still go
Mm.
on to finish in high positions in the league or even win some
Yeah.
trophies. So
That's true.
yeah.
And clearly, to be honest, clearly Capital have some investments from Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Some of their heavy investors are from Saudi.
Mm. That's
So
interesting.
yeah.
That's really interesting. But yeah, I put up Orkun Korku. I don't know if I'm pronouncing
Mm.
the name well, but he seems to have
You've
very, very
murdered
decent.
the name.
I've destroyed the name, I'm sure. Yeah, he's a midfielder. He's a midfielder that is right now playing for Benfica. He's actually not, he was at Feyenoord in 02-03 season.
Yeah.
Sorry, 22-23 season, and in
Yeah.
2023-24 season, he started playing for Benfica, if I'm not mistaken. And then
Mm.
in the league, yes, his goals and assists. Anyway, goals and assists doesn't really mean much for a player of his caliber, because I assume he's more like box to box. But
Yeah.
he has 7 goals, 13 assists in 51
Yeah.
games in
Mm.
23-24 season. In 24-25
Yeah.
season, he played 64 games. He had 13 goals and 12 assists. Doesn't
A
seem
midfielder.
midfielder, yes.
That's really good.
Doesn't seem too bad,
That
actually.
Kingsley, that's even better than Calvert Lewin.
Yeah, that's
It's
actually better than Calvert
supposed to
Lewin.
be a striker.
Different league, but the stats
It's
is quite high. The stats is quite high for a midfielder.
terrible, terrible.
Yeah. I remember I told you about United wanting to sign a goalkeeper from Botafogo. Did I tell you that?
You said it. You said it.
Yeah, I said it, I think like 2
Are
streams
they
ago or something like
serious?
that. He's actually looking serious, and he's evaluated to be
Wow.
around $8 million to sign him.
Oh,
It's
that's
actually
cheap.
cheap.
And
Actually
he's a
really
good
cheap.
goalie too. He's good.
Yeah, it's actually really cheap. Well, let's see what
He's good.
happens with that. But Sunderland are prepared to offer Real Madrid 25 million euros plus a 25% sell-on clause in exchange for their Club World Cup sensation, Gonzalo Garcia. Should
Can
Real
you
Madrid be
repeat?
thinking about selling Gonzalo Garcia to
Why?
Sunderland?
I wanted to tell you to repeat the news
Okay,
again.
let me repeat it one more time.
Why on earth?
One more time.
Why
One more
on
time.
earth we repeat it again?
One
It's
more
like I
time.
didn't hear you.
Sunderland are prepared to offer Real Madrid 25 million euros plus a 25% sell-on clause in exchange for Club World Cup sensation Gonzalo Garcia.
Wait, Gonzalo Garcia, is he the striker?
Is the striker that has been
The
scoring
one,
goals.
the one,
He has
the
like
one that
4
is
goals in
banging
this
in
Club
goal.
World Cup.
So they
Yeah,
should give you for 25 million.
euros, yeah.
They should give, so it's
And
like
the
they
sell-on
block him.
clause.
They put something in Real Madrid's eye. They can't see the talent in him. It's only you that
I
can
don't
see it.
why not come for Hendrick though? I feel like Hendrick would be easier for Madrid to
They
be like, yeah,
should
I'll
go
sell
for
Hendrick.
Bobby. Yes, they should
Because
go
Bobby
for
to
Bobby.
Sunderland, even on a loan
Yes,
deal,
on
even on a
loan is
loan, will
good.
not be
It's
bad.
good for him. Yes,
Yeah,
and
you really
he'll keep them up. They'll walk him up. Right,
exactly.
Premier
He'll
League.
be fit. He'll be you know, you have to keep up with the physicality of the Prem. I think at the end of the
Yeah,
day, it would make more sense for him to come on loan to Sunderland than for Sunderland to go for Gonzalo Garcia. Number one,
Gonzalez. No,
the
no, no.
reason why I
Nobody's
feel like this doesn't
no.
make any sense to me is Sunderland, they're
Yeah,
not even guaranteed to stay up in the Prem next season.
then you should not
There's no
sell off his
guarantee.
career.
And
Sell
then
off
he
his
goes
career
there to do what? When he's at
to
Real
get
Madrid,
relegated.
he could end up working his way into that first team, or he could still be playing for Madrid. Having Madrid, having the Madrid jersey on your back,
If he keeps score,
will bring more interest from other
if
clubs.
if he keeps scoring goals,
Mm-hmm,
Mbappe and Vinicius
mm-hmm.
should start thinking of the bench.
Mm-hmm.
because he feels like Alonso is not scared. He's not scared to put Mbappe on the bench.
He's not
And
scared,
what's come to
but he will
worse,
not put Mbappe on the bench.
what's come to worse, if he's pushed, if this guy keeps banging in these goals, maybe it's the brother from Brazil that will go to the bench.
Which brother from Brazil?
You know him now.
Vinicius
That
Junior.
made it. Yes, he's the one that will go to the bench.
You think Vini will be
Because
benched?
Kingsley, let me ask you this thing. Do you think you put Mbappe on the left hand side for
Yeah.
Real Madrid and you put Vini,
Mhm.
who is more dangerous? Do you think, in your opinion?
I
Who
think
is
both players. I think both players on their day
pick
are
one?
dangerous. No,
Pick
it's unfair
one.
because you're comparing
Pick
apples and
one.
oranges, right?
No.
They both okay. See the
Mbappe
thing.
was a
There are
left
two.
winger.
Wait,
He
but
was a
there are
left
different
winger.
types of left
Remember?
wingers. There are different types of left wingers, and it's the
Uh-huh.
way the coach wants to play with them. Vinicius is a ball to fit winger. Mbappe is a space attacker, right? He wants the ball. He wants the ball into
Mbappe can
space.
be a ball to fit too. Anything.
But
Mbappe is
Mbappe
anything you want
typically
him to be.
wants the ball
He's
in
too
space.
talented.
He's very talented.
No,
But
he
how
might not
many
be even
times?
space.
Even when Mbappe gets the ball to his feet, he's mostly looking to
Yeah,
attack the space. He's mostly looking to push it into space and run with the ball. How many times have
yeah,
you seen Mbappe, just like Vinicius, take the ball to feet, want to dribble, want to
yeah.
look for a cross or something? Yes,
Mbappe
Will start.
starts.
Mbappe will
That's it.
start, but
Vini
at the
is
end of the day,
gone.
like
Bench.
it's so hard to compare.
And the funny thing is that the output Vinicius misses too many chances.
But are
Do
you
you
looking for
agree? He
Vinicius
misses.
to score, or are you looking for him to assist?
Is as the team is now. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
You have Gonzalo that is banging in goals. If the boy continues scoring in goals, what is the yardstick they are using to send somebody to the bench?
Yeah,
Rodrigo is already living or even buried on the bench.
yeah.
Mbappe and Vini.
Rodrigo most
Who
likely
play
will leave.
who, who plays on the right hand side? Remind me who plays on the right hand side for them.
Right now in this Club World Cup,
Yes, yeah.
sometimes Valverde is on that right hand side, on that right wing.
It feels like Mbappe can play on the Mbappe cannot play on the right.
You don't think so?
Not really. No, I don't think so.
It doesn't really fit that right
Push
wing.
come to shove. Maybe they will have to push somebody, change somebody's position. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know about
Yeah.
that. I really don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, SSB saying Mbappe starts. I guess Mbappe starts. Can't
Yeah.
deny it. But yeah,
It's fullback days.
Alonso's system
Oh,
is more
so you
fullback
have
based.
you have your boy
Frank
Trent
as Trent
far
as a wing
forward.
back. Yeah,
Yes, far
Frank
forward.
Garcia
So
or
he might
Mendy or
not
whoever
really.
starts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
we'll see how
I think
everything proceeds.
one of them, if the boy continues scoring, they play against PSG and he
Yeah,
scores again.
hmm
That's a big statement.
it is.
Do you get
It
Mbappe
is.
comes on or whatever? But I don't think he's going to bench
For
whatever.
for
What's
the
his name?
semi-finals, who is starting over who? Do you think Alonso will start Mbappe over Gonzalo Garcia, or if you're Alonso, I'll keep Gonzalo Garcia, keep Mbappe on the bench, bring Mbappe in?
I will still keep Mbappe on the bench just with the excuse that he's recovering.
Yeah, just for
He's
now. Yeah,
recovering. He's recovering,
slowly winning
right?
back in. Yeah.
Vini has the energy, he's fit. So start Vini. When Mbappe is fully fit,
Mm-hmm.
Vini is in trouble.
Mm.
Vini is in trouble. Yeah. Because
And
it's good
this
you
whole
have two of
negotiations
them.
and the
Yeah.
negotiations that are going on with Vini,
No. Mbappe just came back
he
from
just came back from the
injury
hospital, right? It was for
from injury.
he
So
had
we're
like
from the hospital,
some
stomach
food,
stuff, gastro
stomach stuff.
virus.
Yeah.
So we are saying for the next game, for semi-finals, the only reason Vini would start, if Alonso still wants to, the goal was
Exactly.
bad. It was good, so good, so
Yeah.
good. Was a
The goal was
statement
really
goal.
good. Yeah.
If Gonzalo is still scoring, do
Mm-hmm.
you get? There will be more pressure on him to keep that boy on,
Yeah. There will be.
keep him on. And Vini has Vini scored in this Club World Cup?
He has scored in the Club World Cup. Yeah.
How many goals?
I
One,
think he has like
probably
one
one.
goal. He has like one
Yeah.
goal. Yeah.
Mbappe, how many goals does he have?
Mbappe just started playing the Club World Cup. He just has one goal.
One goal in first match. And Vini has been there since the
No, it's
beginning.
not. It's not his first match. This is his second game that they brought
Second
Mbappe
game.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyways, it doesn't really matter, right? Like I feel like as we keep
Yeah.
proceeding, we'll see what Alonso is going to do. But for now, we can never really know what's going to happen. It's looking like Barcelona now are looking to seriously sign Rafael Leao. I don't think
Oh,
Rafael Leao would leave AC Milan, But following the snub from Nico Williams, the steep asking price of Luis Diaz, and the reported rejection of Marcus Rashford, Barcelona are now giving serious thought to AC Milan winger Rafael Leao. It's seeming like Rafael Leao might be of interest to them. I don't know why Rafael Leao is of interest to them, because I feel like
Mm.
personally they already have the right people. If Leao comes in, is it just to make Rafinha play through the middle and Leao on the
You
left
see,
wing
like
and Lamine
Liao's
Yamal on the right wing?
Rafa Liao's agent, I don't even trust him.
I'm
Shebi,
happy for us now,
welcome. You see,
allegedly.
allegedly, your team is going for
Yeah.
Calvert Lewin. I hope you are crying, because I was almost in tears
Yeah, United is going
for
for
Man
Calvert
U.
Lewin.
I was almost in tears when I heard
Mhm,
it.
mhm.
Right? So, what were we saying now? What was the?
So we're talking about Barcelona going for Leao. SSB says Leao is linked everywhere. Yeah, it's linked
Yeah,
everywhere.
he's linked everywhere. But the thing is
I
that
don't even think I
I
don't
don't
even
even
think
trust
Leao is
his
going to
agent.
leave.
I don't
I
trust
think
his agent. What the
he's just
agent
trying
has
to
been
hype
doing,
him up.
he links him everywhere. The news is out there. Then he goes to ask for bigger contracts. That's what he's
Yeah,
done.
from
He
AC
did it
Milan,
last
right?
season. Right. So
Yeah.
that's it.
I don't think he's going to go anywhere. Where are those Arsenal fans from yesterday? I know, right?
Ah,
He said we like fake
fast for
news. We're
yesterday.
reading transfer rumors, bro. We're reading transfer
It's
rumors. Atletico Madrid are
rumors.
considering a move for Atalanta forward Ademola Lookman. Remember, Ademola Lookman was also linked to us. Was he linked to Arsenal
Arsenal,
at some point?
Arsenal,
He
yeah,
was linked to Arsenal
yeah,
at some point, but then I guess
yeah,
that quickly died down. But now
yeah.
he's being linked. There are claims that he's being linked with a move to Atletico Madrid. But
Atletico.
yeah, but Simeone could have a rival interest from Aston Villa,
Mm,
Forest, and Tottenham Hotspur. So it's looking like Ademola Lookman
yeah. Might
might
be
be,
Griezmann replacement. Might. I
yeah,
think so.
but the
Because
way things are
Griezmann is old.
but the way things are proceeding is looking like Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham might enter into that race to
Mm.
sign Ademola Lookman. But if you're Lookman, where are you going?
Is Tottenham interested in Lookman?
Yeah,
So what are the options for Lookman? Tottenham.
Villa, for Nottingham Forest, and Tottenham Hotspurs.
Villa is better. If I was to
It's
pick
better
somewhere for
than
him,
all of them.
I think so.
You don't
I
even
think so.
consider Atletico Madrid to be a good fit for him.
Simeone, like I don't know that guy. His tactics are now becoming like a dinosaur. This thing, very old and
But
aged, and
I don't think
going
they'll let
is going
Simeone go
extinct.
anytime soon now. I don't think they'll let Simeone go
Simeone has been
anytime.
there for how many years now? 10 years.
Is it 10 years he's been here?
Yeah, I don't know. He's been there for so long. Like, how long has
Let me
Simeone been
see.
I'm curious. I'm checking it.
Oh, you're
How
checking
long
it,
has
okay.
Simeone? Yeah, yeah.
He's been there for a while though. He's been there for a while. Diego Simeone. Let's see. How long has he been there? Wow, he's been there for since 2011.
2011.
Wow.
That's long.
He's been there for a long time.
That's long, man.
He's-
That's long. That's
so
long.
it's time for him to go.
If he said 10 more years,
so,
he's
so
been
what
there
I'm
for
saying is
14.
it's time for him to go.
Uh, I don't know where he goes after this. Feels like that's his club. He loves Atletico.
Osimhen to United. Is that happening? I don't think so, bro. I
Nah,
don't think it's
nah.
happening.
Scam.
Osimhen might either stay.
Doing.
He might either stay back at Napoli, or I don't know
Go to
If you go
Galatasaray.
to Liverpool or if you stay in Galatasaray. But it's looking like, yeah,
Not mine.
that might not happen.
But you see, that's the thing now. Why can't you go for like an Osimhen? They can try.
That's the
But
question.
the problem is they can't give him Champions League football, but they can give him
Mhm.
the money he's asking for,
You
and he's
think
in the
so?
Premier League. Yes, and he will do well for them, right? He will be okay. He'll be
It
good
depends on
for
Osimhen,
United,
because I feel like Osimhen really wants Chelsea out of all the teams. I feel like he'll be
Chelsea.
really interested in a move to Chelsea if he's coming to the
The
Prem
door
than
is
United.
the door is closed for that. We've signed the striker already. Joao Pedro is
I
done.
guess it's just how I was thinking about it, but
Yeah,
yeah,
we have three strikers already. So we
yeah,
can't add any more. Maybe Saudi bound, yeah. SSB
yeah,
saying it's Saudi bound.
most likely. Most likely. But anyways, Real Madrid have opened up channels of dialogue with Porto regarding a move for their prestigious or prodigious midfielder Rodrigo
Go.
Mora?
Is it the midfielder that Alonso has been calling for?
I feel like Alonso has been saying,
He needs two midfielders.
I need people to replace Cruz and Modric, and I'm serious about you guys getting people to replace Cruz and Modric because the way things are
What of
shaping up.
Kamavinga? What of Kamavinga? Can
What
he
of
not be a job
Chouameni?
for him?
What of Chouameni?
Um,
You're calling
you are
people. What of
calling, you are
Chouameni? What of
calling people,
Chouameni?
you are calling Chouameni.
No, but it's
Let's be
just what it is,
serious.
right? It is what it is. But
Chouameni is,
the way things are looking is
yeah,
looking like, yeah, Madrid they will really find that midfielder replacement that they want. And after they find
yeah.
that midfield replacement that they want, they're going to find, all those little pockets that feel weak. They're going to plug those holes. Because what happened last season, them
It's
not
not
winning
happening
anything,
again. Not
it's not going to
happening
happen
again.
again. The only thing they won was
Yeah,
what the Super Cup, I think. After that, they didn't
yeah.
win anything. So I don't think that's going to happen. Look at Mora's highlights during Club World Cup. Is he really good? Okay, since Mora is a good player. I've not really done the eye test when it comes to Mora to know
I didn't watch
exactly
Porto,
how good
so I
he is.
can't relate. I can't really say.
But Porto
I
did not
never
really
watched
do.
Porto.
They didn't really do much in this Club World Cup. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah. As
yeah.
a team, they didn't do much, but maybe individually,
You remember this
some
guy
players could have
Samu
shined.
Omorodion? You guys are linked to Samu Omorodion like last window.
Thank God to this side. But he's a good striker. Fair enough.
Omorodion. You think so?
He's a good striker. Yeah, he
That
scored
almost had
decent.
his that almost had his penalty
In
saved.
fact, Omorozion will do a better job than Calvert Lewin at Man U. How about
Mm.
that? Yes, Omorozion will do a better job. Yes, he's a good striker.
Dan
You can
Calvert
check his stats.
yes, yes. Dan
If you
Calvert
are not
yes.
sure,
No, 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 no. I'm
check
sure,
his
I'm sure, I'm
strike.
sure. I'm
Yes,
sure.
so
Omorodion will do better than Calvert for sure.
anybody, we can even use you too. You might even
Man,
do better than
bro,
Calvert Lewin.
if you drop me in the prem, bro, I've told you I'll score 5 goals the entire season. So I might do better than Calvert Lewin.
You are still better than him. He had 3 goals,
I'm
three
playing,
goals
I'm
and
playing, I'm playing. Hey,
one
bro,
assist. Yeah,
bro,
yeah, so
three goals in 26 games is crazy to me.
he's
Three
not
goals
good.
in
That's
26
not good.
games is crazy to me. But anyways,
Yeah.
let's wrap up this transfer conversation with Inter Miami. So there are talks that Inter Miami are thinking of approaching Rodrigo De Paul, and they're looking
Mm-hmm.
for a possible switch from Atletico Madrid to Inter Miami.
But
So
how old is Rodrigo De Paul? Like, is he old?
De Paul is not in like he's in his 30s, right? De Paul will be in his 30s, be like what 34, 30,
And
33.
if he's above 33, De Paul.
I know De Paul is not, yeah. But you check Rodrigo De Paul.
You see his age now.
Yeah, De Paul is 31. He's
He's
31.
31. He's young.
So, but it depends on him, right? It
I
depends on
still
him.
feel like he
He's been
has
at
the
Atletico, so
yeah, but he has a lot to offer. Anyways, if he wants to go 20s,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, we
that's
get
for
rid
him
of
to
De Paul
decide.
because
Simeone
he
will
has
get rid
De
of De
Paul, he
Paul.
has
Yeah.
Gallagher. They are
Mm-hmm.
similar,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I
Yeah,
don't know
I
what
remember
he
there were
wants to
talks
do.
of like of Gallagher and how like they were not impressed with Gallagher's performance so far, so they were thinking
Mm.
about even replacing Gallagher. So it depends on what they do in that aspect. Simeone, I think, is
Gala
fed up
dog.
of some of the players. I think so. I think Simeone is fed up of some of the players, and I think Atletico will be looking to sign some people. Remember Atletico were linked
His
with a bunch of people this summer.
his formation too is an issue.
But
Even
you
if
have
he
to
are
sign
fed up
players
with
if
the
you want to
players,
start thinking of changing your formation, right?
you know what he should do? You can sell
Mm-hmm.
off the ball, go for Paulinho at Bayern.
Polinia,
Paulinho, Paulinho, is it Paulinho? The one that
The one that went from Fulham to Bayern,
yes,
that is
yes,
linked to go
Bayern,
back to Fulham. You remember the news?
yeah, yes, he's going
Yeah.
to go back, but he's still a decent. He will fit into Atletico Madrid's system because
Mm-hmm.
they want to defend, they want to win the ball, they want to be aggressive, quick
Yeah.
counter, quick transition. He will fit
Mm-hmm.
into their style of play.
Yeah,
Right?
I
It's
think
just the
so.
red, cards. But
I think so too. See, Manchester United are
BW
about to sign a striker that wears a skirt. What do you mean?
is it covered Louis?
Is it this guy? See, get some of these guys from Brazilian or South African teams in Club World Cup. You mean for United?
There are a lot of strikers that were on play, like on show,
Boy,
that will do a
look,
good
you
job.
guys, you remember I've
You
already
can
told you
check. I know you can.
tournament football is
Yes,
not enough to judge.
You can
And
check them
also
in their season.
from league to Premier League is completely different. Calvert
But
Lewin can go to
Brazilian
some of
league
these
is
leagues and he might score a lot of
you
goals.
not Brazilian league. No,
But it
with the
says
way
South
it's
African
franchise,
teams. It says
it
Okay,
feels like
Brazilian and South African teams.
Brazilian league is physical. Like I feel like in terms of it's not, it might not be as physical as the Premier, but it is physical. They fight there. It feels like they fight as part of their football.
But
Do you get
still,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't. I
Oh,
still.
South American. It means
Oh,
South
South
American.
America, not South Africa. No,
Yeah.
South American teams.
So,
But
so
still,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea.
Kingsley.
I don't think it's for
Ennis,
United in this their
Kingsley,
rebuilding phase. I think
Flamingo
it's important
striker.
for them.
Flamingo striker. Remember the guy that they were hyping? Flamingo striker. What's his name?
Um, Pedro
If you
something,
remember, he's better
Pedro
than
or
Calvert
something.
Lewin. He's better than Calvert Lewin.
I just feel like it's a big risk for United right now. You know, United
Anyways,
they are thinking of a couple things. Premier League proven, young. You can bring that person into the
but
team and rebuild the
Calvert
team quick.
Lewin will not. Calvert Lewin will not. Eh? What? Serious?
Botafogo striker. Are you
That's
serious?
what I'm saying. Like,
Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah. And
That's
you cook
crazy.
in the Premier League. You cook in the Premier League. I'm sure of that.
Wow, that's crazy. So this Club World Cup player teams are actually going to sign people from these teams, from Botafogo, from Flamengo, and from all these other teams. That's
I
quite
think so.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's quite interesting. Anyways, that wraps up all the transfer conversations that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if
That's
I left
crazy.
anything out, but what is the signing that has surprised you the most?
So the question I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ateta has been hiding on that. Why I want Arsenal to be fortified for this new. I know we have Arsenal
Mm-hmm.
fans on the live. Why
Mm-hmm.
I want Arsenal to be fortified for this new season, so
Yeah,
that there's no excuse for slip ups.
that's exactly what I
There's
said in the
there's no
beginning.
excuse of, oh, we didn't have a striker. Oh, he needs a
You
striker to
you
make it.
have to win
Oh,
a trophy now.
he needs a left winger.
Mm-hmm.
Brother.
You have to
If
win
you
a
are
trophy
signed,
now.
they are serious about Eze, they are
Mm-hmm.
serious about Madueke, and they are
Mm-hmm.
serious about Gyokores. That's
Yeah,
three. The,
yeah,
the the forward line is secured.
yeah.
You can't tell me that's not good enough for your forward,
I think it's really
because
good enough.
Eze can play across that three,
Mm-hmm.
left, right, and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You have Gyokores and Havertz. Havertz is a good cover.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Madueke. I don't which
Mm-hmm.
other left winger. They have Trossard,
Mm-hmm.
right? Madueke can play on the left and the
Mm-hmm.
right, so there's no excuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
You midfield is okay. Zubimendi,
Mm-hmm.
Rice, Nogard, is it Moreno or Mourinho or what's his name? That was
Merino,
the
yeah.
strike. Merino
Mm-hmm.
secured.
You
They
know,
are
all
going
the
to
times
sign
I
the
even call all the players that they have. I didn't even talk about Merino, Zubimendi,
yes,
and all these things.
yes. So
Mm-hmm.
now, yes, they are going to also add another defender
Mm-hmm.
as cover to Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah,
There is no excuse Arsenal should not win the Premier League title. To
absolutely.
me,
No
with this
excuse.
squad, Arteta cannot win it. He will never win it again.
Yeah,
He won't.
he
If
will
he
never.
can't win it with this squad, what I just mentioned, he's
Yeah,
never going to win it.
yeah,
Forget about him. Get another coach.
yeah.
Another coach will do the job. Do you
if
get? Even
if
if he cannot win it, win a
mm-hmm.
trophy.
That is actually what I was going to
But
say. They
to
have to win
me,
a trophy.
the minimum requirement is the league with this team he
I don't
has.
I don't see. I feel like the league is not promised
If
to
it
anybody
okay, see,
because things can
see.
happen, right?
If it, okay, see, let me put it this way: he doesn't win the league, he should win the
Mhm.
Champions League. How about that?
I don't know.
Because
Champions League is a different beast.
the season Liverpool could not win the league. They finished
Mhm.
second. They won the Champions League.
I know, but
Uh,
at the end of the day, it's like I'm even looking for them to start with the lowest level of things, like win an FA Cup or win a Carabao
They have
Cup.
FA Cup
I know,
already.
win another thing.
Ateta's only trophy.
I know, win
So
something else.
you want them to go from FA to Carabao Cup
No, no, no. I'm not saying go from FA to
or
Carabao.
Community Shield to
I'm saying no.
Community
I'm
Shield?
saying season to season, you should be winning a
Mm-hmm.
trophy, right? At least next season, you should win one trophy. If we go into
SSB,
another season,
please.
you should win another trophy higher and higher and higher.
SSB is trying to give Arteta another excuse,
That they
which
need to.
I'm not going to
No, but it's
accept.
true. They need
That
to find
they need to find
chemistry.
chemistry.
They do.
I'm not
They
going to,
absolutely do.
I'm not going to accept that as an excuse why they cannot win the league. Like I won't accept that as because for chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
they are going to play preseason,
Yeah.
right? Give them 5, 6, 7 games, 8 games, they should find
Mm-hmm.
their chemistry. That's enough to find their chemistry. And I
Okay.
think with that team, even as you are finding your chemistry, the chemistry is in front.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, at the back have been there for long. So
Yeah.
it's not as if you go all out and be conceding goals.
Yeah.
They are better quality. They would score more than they've
Mm-hmm.
done before. Which,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, first 8 to 10 games, that's enough for them to find chemistry. If they want to find chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's be saying Liverpool went
Went to the three UCL finals
and
when they didn't win it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
you're right. They should be getting to at least a UCL
So
final.
that's it.
Yeah, but
That's it.
actually, if they're able to close on this Gyokores deal, you're right, dude. There's no excuse. There's
Come
actually no
on.
excuse because you have everything. You have
You
the
signed
keeper, you have the
you
defense, you
signed
have
a
the midfield.
firepower.
Yeah, you have the midfield, you
Yeah.
have the front men. There's
Yeah.
nothing missing aside the way you set them up and the
And
tactics and the way
they
they
have a
play.
good cover for Raya too. Kepa.
And you have a good cover for yes, you have a good cover for Raya. So Raya has that competition. So
But
where does
Kingsley,
Arsenal front three rank
I don't
amongst the rest of the league? Eh, Okay,
think they rank
let's
number
think.
one.
No,
Okay,
no,
let's
wait.
mention.
Front three
Okay,
that they've signed,
no, no,
that they've
no.
signed though.
The ones that they would sign.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're talking of Rodrigo, not Rodrigo. We're talking of Gyokores,
Yeah,
Madueke,
yeah.
Saka, Eze, and then whatever.
Gyökeres, Madueke, Saka.
Yeah,
That's
let's
the front
compare
three.
them.
That's the front three. If Arsenal get Rodrigo, I think
Gyokores
they win a trophy. Yeah, but what? But the Rodrigo thing is not like confirmed. Let's talk
is
about
not
confirmed.
confirmed. PSG
Madueke,
is even,
Madueke,
yeah,
Gyökeres, Saka. That's
and
the front
Eze,
three. That's the front.
Eze.
He said front three.
Okay,
Front
front
three.
three.
Right. So I think it's starting
Okay.
three. Madueke,
So what of the?
Madueke, Gyökeres, Saka. You
But
want,
Eze starts ahead of Madueke. I
okay,
think so.
remove Madueke, put Eze.
Eze.
Eze, Gyökeres, Saka. That's the
Good.
front three. You
So
want to
let's
compare
compare
that
them.
to Man City?
Who are the Man City? Who are the
Haaland,
people?
Savinho, Doku.
Who is not prolific? He's not.
Okay, so you say they beat
Eze,
City starting three.
Savinho is still. It feels like that boy doesn't know what he's doing sometimes. Are you
Okay,
telling me he's better than Saka?
okay,
Now
okay, okay.
Gyökeres is an AK, something bigger than an AK-47.
But Gyökeres is not better than Haaland.
How do you know he's not better? We should all be scared as we are now. Everybody should go and
You're
fortify their
funny,
defense.
man. You're funny. Okay,
Kingsley,
Foden could take the right wing. Okay, Doku,
okay,
Foden, Haaland.
Foden.
Doku, Foden, Haaland.
Even with Foden, Saka is better than
They've not
Foden.
signed Eze yet. They've not signed Eze yet. But okay,
No, but they are
fair,
serious about easy,
fair. Let's go to
right?
Liverpool. Let's go to Liverpool. No, before we get to Liverpool,
No.
let's go to Chelsea first. Let's go to Chelsea. Before we go to Liverpool, Chelsea,
Okay,
your
let's
front
get to
three.
Chelsea.
Joao Pedro, Pedro
Mm-hmm,
Neto, and
mm-hmm.
who will be on the left wing?
No,
See.
let's do it like this. I don't even know. My coach is confused. A confused man. Let's
Okay.
say Pedro Neto. No,
Mm-hmm.
Pedro Neto on the left. Let's
Yeah.
just say Pedro Neto on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Joao Pedro in front.
Yeah.
Uh let me
Cool.
just put Estavo on one
Okay.
side.
Estavo on the right wing. Okay.
Yeah,
Estavo. So that's your
yeah.
front three. Is that better than Eze, Saka, and Gyökeres?
I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not.
Let's go to Newcastle.
He's not. Newcastle. Newcastle is on now. I don't. Oh,
Let's say
but
Isaac stays.
wait.
They
So
get Elanga. Isaac stays. They get
Isaac
Elanga.
Elanga. Yeah.
Mhm.
Which other person who is playing
Isaac
on and
Elanga and Gordon. His name. What's his name? Gordon. Anthony Gordon.
not really. I don't think so.
Not really. Okay.
No, only Isaac. Isaac will be.
What if you put
Oh,
What if
but
you put Kopama in the front three? What if you put Kopama in the front three?
then it's more lethal. It's more lethal. You're talking if you put Kopama wide, let's say Kopama,
Mhm.
Joao Pedro, and maybe
Yeah.
Pedro Neto.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lethal attack.
Okay, Kopama.
It
But
is.
does that beat the Eze, Gyökeres, and Saka front three?
No, I don't think Joao Pedro will score as much as Gyokores. I feel that boy is going to come in and kill defenses. That's what I
Now
think.
let's talk about Liverpool. Let's talk about Liverpool. Liverpool, we don't know who we're going to sign as a striker yet. because that's still up
Yeah.
in the air. At first, we were rumored with Isak, we were rumored with Osimhen.
AB is saying Chelsea plays
A front
front four.
four.
No, no, no.
We
All of
all know
them play
that.
with front
And
four.
our best starting
We
four is
didn't include the 10.
Neto,
We didn't include the 10.
Pedro, Neto, Jackson, and Palmer. No, we were not including the 10. We're just
10.
including
We did
three.
just left wing, right wing, and
Or
striker. That's
should we
what we
do
are saying.
front
We
four
didn't
against
include it.
front four? Or should we do front four
Let's do
against front
front
four?
four. I think front four is better. Let's do front
Okay,
four.
front four is better. Front four for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Eze, Gyokores,
Mm.
Saka, and Odegaard. Right? Or we
Yes, I
can
know
put
the guard.
Madueke. You can put Madueke, Eze as a 10. Madueke,
Mm.
Eze, Saka, Gyokores. Which one is better?
Mm.
I feel like I feel like if you use Eze
I'll prefer Eze on the left. Just put
and
Odegaard. Odegaard
Odegaard
is
in the as
decent.
a 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's good.
Okay, so
Yes,
let's
Odegaard
do
has
that. So
10.
that's the
So
front four.
Eze has the left. On the
Eze
right, you have Saka, Odegaard, and Gyökeres. So
and
let's compare.
Gyökeres.
Which
Let's
team are
start
you
with
bringing
City.
forward?
Let's start with City.
City. Okay.
Yeah, City. You have City. You have
Haaland in
Foden.
front.
You have
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Haaland, Savinho, Doku, Foden as the 10. Or if you want to, or you can
I'm not.
move Foden to the right wing and put Cheki there as the 10. But I don't think Cheki will start. I just don't think in City Cheki will start.
What
I
of
don't think
Ryan?
so.
What of Ryan? What of Reinders? Is
Reina doesn't
Reinders
play
does he
as a
play as a
10.
10?
I
No, I
don't
feel
think
like he's
Reina
more
plays as a
box to
10.
box. Yeah, I think he's more box to box.
I
If you
feel like
ask me.
I feel like it's Cheki, right? I prefer Chelsea's front four best in the league, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so.
Your front four is actually kind of deadly. If you think about the front
You
four you
think
just
so?
called Neto, Joao
Mm-hmm.
Pedro, Jackson, Palmer. I
Mm.
think even if you play Jackson as a winger, I think you still cook.
So Jackson, Joao Pedro. Jackson as
Yeah,
left wing.
Rangers is basically
Joao,
another good one type. So
okay. So Jackson as left wing. Are you saying left
mhm.
wing? Because I don't know where to fit Jackson, to be honest.
You're
Jackson.
calling your front four. You don't even call Delap. That's quite crazy to me. So Delap does not even make it into that front four, starting four.
Okay, you want to put Dilap, Joao Pedro, Palmer, and
It's up to you.
Pedro
It's up to
Neto.
what you think your coach will use, right? Because
I,
does
that's
Dilap
the
doesn't start
problem.
over any of them.
Dilap, we don't know yet. I
Mm,
don't know if he's going
okay.
to bench, but he might end up using. We know Gittins is there. We might end up using Joao Pedro on the left
So Joao Pedro,
because he's really
Estavo then, because if Estavo comes, will Estavo be on the bench? So
with the Estavo starts. We don't know.
Estavo, Kopama, and Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro will start. That's for sure. He will start.
That's what
So
I'm
if
saying.
Joao Pedro
But is
starts,
he
it
going?
means
So
Estavo will be there.
is he going to start as a striker, or is he going to start as a left winger? That's the question.
That's
We
the
don't know.
question. That's the
We
question.
don't know.
That's the
But
question.
still, that front three is lethal. The front four
Yeah.
is deadly.
The front row will be
If
deadly.
if
He's saying
if
Joao
Estavo
Pedro starts as a left winger. Would you throw Trossard in the mixer? Would you throw Trossard in the mix
on the left wing,
as the starting four on the left wing? Maybe Trossard is I don't know. Just
Saka
Trossard just gives me squad player. I feel it gives me
is
squad player.
is
It gives me
squad
squad player. It
player.
doesn't give me start
Yeah,
because why will you
yeah.
have Trossard in
I'll
the
say
team and
easy. I'll
you
say
seriously want to sign Madueke or
Madueke. I'll say
Eze?
easy. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay. Say
maybe
AP saying left wing Joao Pedro, Neto
Neto
right
right
wing
wing.
Jackson Palmer. Okay. If you say
That
yeah,
could work though. That could actually be how they set up. That could also still work. But if you say that, then I guess Estavo doesn't
but
start. But
Jackson is not lethal in front. He's not.
yeah,
He's not.
but if you compare this setup with
Mm.
Arsenal
Arsenal.
and City and Liverpool and Newcastle's all front four, which one is the
What is
best?
Liverpool? Liverpool. We've not talked about Liverpool. Oh my God, this wheat. Oh my God, deadly. I'm
Are you
thinking
ready?
about.
Are you
I'm ready.
ready?
Let's hear
Salah,
Liverpool's front four.
Salah,
Oh
Florian
my God.
Wirtz,
Oh God.
Luis Luis
Shivers.
Diaz, Luis Diaz, and maybe
God.
Cody Gakpo. That's our
Oh
front
God,
four
oh,
for now.
man.
For now, nothing confirmed, but that's our front four.
But I would say
Jota would have
Salah.
been part of that front
Salah.
four, but RIP.
Yeah, sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
Salah, Wits, and Diaz, they are deadly.
Salah, You think No, you really think McAllister will be part of
McAllister?
the front four?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
bro.
As a
Luis
10,
Diaz, bro. Luis Diaz. I
as a
feel like
10.
it's unless Wheat plays as a false nine, unless that's what happens. But I feel like it's Salah on the right wing. I mean, Gakpo on the left wing, Luis Diaz as a false nine, Wheat under Luis Diaz. He said Diaz is
Ah,
holding bench. I don't think so. It depends on if we
so
sign a striker.
so
If we sign another
what's your
striker.
front four? What's your front four
My
now? We
front
don't
four
know.
for now, just because we've not been
Yes,
strongly linked to a striker, is
anybody.
Salah, Florian, Gakpo, and Luis Diaz.
You say you think
Anyway,
slots could start
Salah.
with as false nine.
So
Then
if
who
we
plays as
plays
the 10?
Soboslai will play as the 10.
Silversa is
Soboslai will play
average.
as the
It's not.
10.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
okay,
if you play Wit as a false nine, Soboslai will play as a 10. That's just how it
but
is.
it's
So
average.
let's assume Luis Diaz plays as the false nine. So
I think that's better.
yeah,
With
we
as the
we
10
don't play a front four. Yeah,
for,
but
yeah,
I just
not
imagine we
really.
set up in a 4-2-3-1. What will be the
Yeah,
four people in front? So if you have that,
4-3-3. Yeah,
yeah, if you have that kind of like four in front,
2-3-1, 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1, and you have like
Mm.
Florian, Salah, Gakpo, and Luis Diaz. You compare that to what Arsenal have. Compare that to with what Man City have.
Okay,
Compare that to
let's
Newcastle.
compare. Let's compare like for like Salah and Saka. I feel Salah is better. We
Of
all agree
course,
that.
of course.
Good. But not by Salah is still a decent player.
Yeah,
Wits and Odegaard. Are we
I'll
saying
take
Wits is the 10?
Which is a 10. Let's say which is a 10.
Okay, Wits is better,
Of course,
right?
of course.
Who is your striker? Who is your first nine?
Luis Diaz in front.
Luis Diaz and
No,
Gyokores.
Gyökeres
Gyokores
beats
is
Gyökeres beat
good.
Diaz. Yeah.
Gakpo and Easy. Easy is better than Gakpo, if you ask me.
Really? Is Eze really better than
He's better.
Gakpo? Is
He's
Eze really
better.
better than Gakpo? You
He's
guys,
better.
let us know in
He's
the chat.
better.
I don't think so.
He's
I don't think
better.
so.
He's
I
better.
feel like it depends on when you see Eze. If Eze as a
Kingsley,
10,
he's
Gakpo
better.
as a 10, Eze is
He's
better.
better.
On the
No,
left
even
wing,
as a
I feel like
winger,
it's
he's
close.
better.
I feel like it's close, bro.
No, he's better. Okay, check
Exactly.
how many
How
goals
many
Eze
goals did
had
Eze
last
have
season.
last season? Exactly.
Check.
Because you're saying
Check.
Eze is better. Okay, let me bring it.
I feel
Eze.
like Eze is better, but it depends. It depends, right?
So last season, Eze had 15 goals, 11 assists, 47 games. Wow, that's kind of cool.
He's
Actually,
better. He's
that's
not
kind
even
of
check.
cool.
You don't even need to check Gakpo. It's not up to that.
No, I
I'm
need to.
sure.
I'm sure Gakpo scored more goals.
Yeah, Eze might
Gakpo
be a
scored
better
21 goals.
creator and
Gakpo
player,
scored
but
21 goals.
Gakpo
Exactly.
21.
Gakpo scored 21 goals that
How many
season.
how many assists does he have?
Four assists. Four assists.
That's it. At the end of the
No,
day,
sorry,
Eze still
seven
has
assists.
more.
Seven assists.
7.
21 goals, 7 assists.
Not bad,
Eh,
not bad,
eh,
not bad,
eh,
not bad,
you
not
see?
bad.
I'm
Not
telling
bad,
you,
not
Eze
bad,
might
not
be a
bad.
better,
No,
exactly. Eze might be a better creator and
yeah,
player, but Gakpo is a better goal scorer. So that's not any as a
true.
left winger, Gakpo is a better left
Mm,
winger than Eze. I'm not even going to cap. But Eze is a better 10 than Gakpo. That's just the truth.
true. So what are we saying? Are you saying Liverpool has a better attack than Arsenal?
Liverpool has a better attack. Yes. Liverpool still has a better attack. Believe it or
But
not. Because
ah,
Florian changes the game. Florian and Salah and Gakpo in those positions will definitely change the game. The only thing is our striker, our false nine. And Luis Diaz is not. Luis Diaz can interchange with Gakpo, can interchange with Florian when the game proceeds.
okay,
I still feel like we have a better attack. Okay, then comment. You're
okay.
saying give your thoughts. Give your thoughts. Just
what
give
of
your
what
thoughts.
of what of Man City? Is your attack better than Man City? Ah,
Is Gyökeres world class? That's
we
the question, right?
we
We don't
don't
know.
we don't know. SSB,
Wits is world class. You cannot deny Wits is world class.
why is Wheat world class and Gyökeres is not world class? Why? He said with Noni, Arsenal might not sign Easy. I think there are rumors that they want to sign both of them.
There
That's
are
the
rumors that they
rumors
want
that
to sign
they
both.
want to sign both. They're serious
There are
about
rumors
both.
that they
So
want to sign both of them.
we'll
So
see.
we'll see how that signing goes. But think about it. We don't know if Gyökeres is world class. Gyökeres had an amazing season.
Why is
63,
Gyökeres?
63 goals.
I'll
But
ask you
is
this
that
question.
enough?
Why is Gyökeres world class and you say he's not world class and Wheat is world class, or you are not sure? What's making one better
I'm
than
not
the
sure
other?
about Gyokores being world class, but I'm sure about Wheat being world class.
Why
For
is
sure.
wheat what's making wheat world class? Okay,
See,
say wheat
Wheat
and
and
Salah
Salah
were
were
the
the
only
only
two
two
people
players who
who
had
had
10 plus
10
goals
plus
and
goals
10 plus
in
assists
their
in their
domestic
domestic league.
leagues.
Combined. Combined. Right? We're not talking about like, goals are just
But
like double
but
digits.
but the thing I would tell you to counter that is that someone
Yeah.
like Haaland, he doesn't do assist. He's a goals machine.
But compare Haaland and Gyokores.
Gyökeres
Anyway, Gyokores scored more
Gyökeres
goals than Haaland.
Gyökeres is a goal machine. They don't really do assists. Assist
Okay,
is not their
fair,
thing,
fair.
right?
But
So
that means
they are just
You can't compare Gyökeres and Wits because they play different roles then. You can't
exactly
compare both players. So
exactly. So that's it. So what are we concluding now? Are we saying Liverpool has the best forward?
I feel like if Liverpool should sign a striker, we'll have the best attack in the league.
You guys, you know what
If we
what
sign a
trumps
striker,
every
you guys will have the best attack
you
in the
know you know what trumps everything.
league.
The thing that trumps everything is we don't with Gyökeres is a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes into the Premier League and
Mm-hmm.
he scores 30 plus goals,
Mm-hmm.
their attack is more lethal than anybody. If you
Fair.
have that goal scorer, we should all be afraid. In fact,
I understand, but I'm telling you, if Liverpool sign a striker, we have the
yes.
best attack in the league.
Yeah, that's SSB. That's what we're saying. We're
Yeah.
saying the same thing. We are
We
not
can't compare
comparing. We
them.
can't
We can't
compare two
compare
of
them.
them, right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but 30, that's what I'm saying. 30 plus goals is crazy,
30,
right?
30 plus goals is crazy.
So
Yeah, 30 plus goals is crazy.
that's it. And that
But
trumps
he's not getting 25.
enemies.
Yo,
I'm tipping that he gets up to 25.
he doesn't get 25, bro.
The fast
He will not get
enemies.
25.
Enem-
He will get 15 plus.
enemies
He will get
enemies
15
are
plus
so Kingsley, I'll ask you this: is someone that scores 63 goals.
in all
You telling
competitions.
me you come and score 15 in all competitions? Are you serious or what?
Not in all competitions. I'm talking about just in the Prem.
He
In the
will score more
Prem,
than that.
in the
He
Prem,
would.
he's just going to do 15
He
plus.
would score
He won't
more
get
than. Okay,
he
let
won't
me
get
let me
25
let
in
me
the Prem.
let me ask you this question. Are you telling me that he will play if he stays fit? He will play. He said, yes, Arsenal should scare everyone.
Yeah, that's not
I'm
scary you.
scared. I'm scared. I'm scared because I have Chaluba and Levi Cowell in defense. That's why I'm scared. And that's
Mhm,
Sanchez keeping. That's like an
mhm,
emergency alert at this point.
mhm,
Do you get
mhm,
immediately Arsenal signs Gyökeres, Chelsea should go and sign a defender and another keeper because
mm.
that will be problem for everybody.
I think everybody needs to be
Let me
sure if you want to
let
win
me
the league or
let,
win something, you have to have a good keeper and defense because
let me
these
ask you this
strikers are
question.
dangerous. Yeah.
Kingsley, let me ask you this question. Are you telling me in a 38 game
Mhm.
saying
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
the
You're
fast, the
overhyping this guy. You're really overhyping
enemies.
him.
Is
He's
the
not
same
getting
is the
20
same
league
thing we
goals.
all said when Haaland came. Oh, he's not going to score 20 goals. Yeah. When he got how many goals did he score?
Not
He scored 30
everybody's
something.
Haaland. Not everybody's Haaland.
Not everybody's Gyökeres. How about that
Okay. Okay. Fair.
statement?
Fair.
I'm
Fair.
backing him fully.
He had
Yes,
20
he
pens
got to
last season.
ah 20 is a lot.
Wait, 20 penalties. Are you serious?
20 minus 63. Well, even if it's 20 pence, 20 minus 63 is still 43 goals. Haaland, how many goals did Haaland score
Exactly.
penalty?
Haaland was wanted by almost every club in the world. It's different, bro. The PR around Haaland is different. And
No,
Haaland at
but
50 is different.
the season he went to Manchester City, it was just Manchester City that was bidding for him.
Are you sure?
Anyways, he wanted to go to Manchester City.
Yeah, he wanted to
That's
go
why
to
the
City.
rest just
Haaland and Geek
yeah.
in the same sentence. I'm not surprised. You think Enzo is worth 100 mil? Exactly.
Chef,
Exactly.
okay. Let's park the bus and let's assume that Gyökeres only scores 15 goals on
Yeah.
the average from what everybody's saying. Chevy is
Mhm.
saying 18. SSB is saying he's not getting 20. Or
Yeah.
how many did SSB say? Let's just say 15. But I'll ask you this thing.
But
Do you
Gyökeres
think
can create and dribble better than Haaland.
so? What are we saying?
What do you think? What do you think? What? Ask your question. Do you think what?
Do you think that Gyökeres will get a hat trick this next season?
Of course, it should. Yes,
Of course. And you
it
tell
should
me
be.
he's going to score only 15 goals. We're doing the maths because I'm a maths person. He
He's
scored.
saying
This is
league. He's
wait.
saying just in the league, oh, just in the league.
Yes, is the league we talked about, and you said clearly he will score a hat trick. Do you agree he's going to score a hat trick
I think it's
in 38
possible.
games?
I think it's
Good.
possible.
So 15,
Yeah.
that's 15 league goals
Mm-hmm.
minus the hat trick he will score in one game,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's 12 goals, right? So
Yeah.
are you telling me in 37 league games,
Mm-hmm.
37 league games, Gyokores only scores 12 goals? Let me tell you the math in
No,
that.
no, 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 no,
That's
no,
he scores one goal. He scores one goal every 3 games.
no. I think Gyökeres will score more than 15 goals. Don't get me wrong. Gyökeres will score
Okay,
more than
let's
15 goals.
see
But
what SSB say. Maybe we should do this. Let's look up the people that had 15 plus goals last season. I feel, you know what I think? I feel like Gyökeres will score one goal every 2 games. That's what I think. That's my feeling about him. He will score one goal every 2 games. That's just my thinking. And if you do the maths on that, that's 19 goals. Exactly what Chevy said. Right? So I think he's going to get
so
around.
players with 15 plus goals, you have Cole Palmer, Ollie Watkins, Brandon Buemo, Erling Haaland,
Do you
Alexander
want to share
Isak,
your
and,
screen
and
so we
Mohamed
see?
Salah. It was just a quick Google search. I can just read it out.
Okay,
Like
okay, okay,
Salah,
okay.
Isak,
Salah has how
Salah,
many?
Isak. Salah has 29 goals. Isak 23.
29
Erling
league
Haaland.
goals.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And Isak was
Isak
next.
Isak has 23 goals. Is it league
Wow.
goals? Wait, let me confirm if it's league goals.
Check league.
Let me not give you guys the wrong thing. But I know Salah had like a lot of goals.
Wow. 29. Salah is deadly.
Since Salah is dead.
29,
Yeah, Salah had
29.
29 league. He had 29 league goals. Yeah.
That's
Yeah. I've
ridiculous,
confirmed that.
man.
Salah had
That's
29
ridiculous.
league goals. Isak
Which other person?
23. Isak 23
Mm.
goals. Erling Haaland 22 goals. Brandon Buemo 20 goals. Ollie Watkins 16 goals. Cole Palmer 15 goals. So Gyökeres definitely should be scoring 15 plus goals. No, that one is not. I'm not
If
expecting
I'm
him to score 29, but
if I'm to
I think
give
he's going to do just good enough
if
with Mbuemo, like 20
if
goals. That's
if
what I
I'm to
think.
give him a
20,
number, I'll
21.
give him 9. I'll give him 19. 19. That's a bad season. He has a bad season. He scores 19.
Yeah, just like what
That's
Chevy
what
said,
I
if
think.
Gyökeres scores over 20 in the Prem, I'll be impressed. And I'll really be impressed if he scores
Good.
over 20 goals. Over 20 goals is crazy. Because I would expect like goals to come from Saka, goals to
Okay,
come
let me
from
let me let me
over
let
the
me ask you
time.
this question. Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
If okay, first of all, let's check who is Arsenal's highest goal scorer.
Arsenal's highest goal scorer.
Yeah. Say
Okay,
who is the best defense Gyökeres played against. Sporting
exactly.
is not good. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But okay, let's the Portuguese league is not
Highest
good
goal scorer last season.
for Arsenal. We're just talking Arsenal. Who was your highest goal scorer?
Kai Havertz,
How many goals?
9 goals.
9 league goals. So let's say
Mm.
he adds another. Who after Kai Havertz 9? How many did Saka have? Saka should have
Let me
about
see.
9 too. Should have up to 9. But let's say Gyökeres adds another 15. Do you get that? Puts them in like good position, right? It puts them in good. It puts Arsenal in a good position. But yeah, we see.
Yeah,
We see.
I still don't think he's going to score too many, like coming to score like 29 goals. I don't think so. I don't think
Okay.
so at all. But I do feel like he's going to do very well. Saka scored 6 goals. I think he's going to do very
6.
well. Yeah.
Wow, that's bad.
So I think he should be getting 15 plus, 15 plus, 15 plus goals. I think that'll be okay. But I don't see him scoring. I don't see him doing anything outrageous.
I don't think so.
Like
Anyways,
29 goals. Nah, nah.
I am tipping him personally. He has a bad season.
Unless
He
unless like
scores
it
19.
becomes a
Bad
Haaland
season.
type of situation where people don't expect how he's going to play. Defenders are like not are new to this guy
For
and
the
the type
for
of
the
things he
first
does.
okay, let me for the first 15 games,
He will
people will
score a
still be
lot of
figure.
goals because I
That's
keep
what I'm
figuring out
saying.
how he plays.
Yes, but after that, people would know Premier League. People will be preparing for him, all this kind of things, and maybe he might
Yeah,
well come and flop. We don't know.
but I don't think you flop. I don't
Okay,
think you flop. We're looking at everything. I don't think you flop at all. But yeah.
okay,
So what are your
that's
final
fine.
thoughts?
Our final thoughts. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm tipping Arsenal to win the league. If
Mm.
they don't win the league this season, if they add Gyokores, Eze, Madueke to this squad,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't win the league, Ateta should just pack his bag and just go. There's no point.
Mm.
There's no waste time, right?
Yeah.
That's all from me. I think.
My final thoughts, I think there's no excuse again for us now. It's not even I think. There's no excuse again for us now. You have the
Yeah,
striker, you have the keeper, you have the defense, you have the midfield, you have the
yeah,
team. Now it's just depends
exactly.
on the coach's selection and the tactics that he chooses game to game. There's no excuse for us now to not be winning a trophy going into next season. I don't expect it to be a Premier League title, but I expect that team with Gyökeres in
Mm,
it to win a trophy. That's all I have to say. Anyway, shout out to you guys that joined the stream. SSB, Chevy, AB, all of you guys. I appreciate you guys as always. You guys don't forget 6 p.m. CST every single day. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. If you've not done so, please subscribe to our channel
subscribe.
so you don't miss
Yeah,
when we go live. We'll go live every single day. The Club World
yeah.
Cup is coming back when? When is the Club World Cup coming back? Actually,
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Till Tuesday semifinals. Okay.
Our enemies are coming with their
We'll see
champagne
what happens
Tuesday.
with Chelsea, Fluminense, and also what happens with PSG, Real Madrid. But you guys have a good evening. I appreciate you guys. Peace.
Thank you.